All right.
Oh, let me just close the window. Yep, better. Okay.
All right. So this lesson is on Arizona, my home state.
Oh, I have to open the document. How was it called, the document, so that I can search for it? Lessons with Bianca. Okay.
Yeah.
Found it.
But can you see it from your screen, like the screen share?
Yeah, I can see the screen share. Okay.
Yeah, you should probably just rely on that because that way you don't skip forward and cheat.
Okay. There.
Okay, so Arizona, state 48. Do you know where Arizona is on the map?
No. I'm
Where-
not good with geography. I don't. I have no. I not. I haven't the foggiest idea.
Okay, well, what hints do you have based on this picture?
Um,
There's a picture of like a
it's rocky and uh, well, Arizona. Well, it reminds me of the Grand Canyon, but it's definitely not the Grand Canyon, right?
yeah, this is part of the Grand Canyon actually.
Is it?
This is actually part of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So it's close to New York, I guess, but
Oh, no, it's
and
not. It's nowhere close. It's
no. Oh, okay. No, 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 close to Las Vegas, not New York.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's close to Las Vegas. Yeah, exactly. It's nowhere near New York. New
Yep.
York.
Yeah. Wrong movie.
Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into the vocabulary. The vocabulary.
Okay.
First word is tributary.
A tributary. I've never heard that word before. A river or stream flowing into a larger river or lake.
Yep, very good. Go ahead and
Okay.
read the next one.
Gorge. A narrow valley between hills or mountains, typically with steep rocky walls and a stream running through it.
Very good. Next
Gorge.
one.
Okay. Proponent. A person who advocates a theory, proposal, or course of action.
Yep.
Plateau. How do you
Plateau.
pronounce
Plateau.
plateau? Say that again.
Like plateau.
Plateau. An area of fairly level high ground. Contiguous. Sharing a common border, touching.
Yep. Very good. Any questions on this slide?
No, except I didn't know the first three words before. So
So you didn't know the words tributary, gorge, and proponent?
yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, and when I made this lesson, I didn't know what tributary was either.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to be describing some pictures.
Should I start with the one on the left?
Yeah, I zoomed in so you can see it.
Okay. The picture depicts a cactus. Wait. Oh.
Okay, so hold on. Before you continue, I want you to do it in a complete sentence, and I want you to avoid saying the picture depicts in the beginning.
Okay. I can see a cactus hidden behind uh, mm, a bunch of ground. How do you call that? A, a rock, a big rock.
Okay, hold
Um,
on. Hold on. Start from the beginning. So I can see a
cactus
cactus,
hidden behind. That's what I said. Hidden behind a rock, a big rock.
a big rock.
In the background of the picture, there's a big um, flat area of land that resembles a city of some kind, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be a city, it could be a forest or something else.
That's a really long sentence.
Okay, yeah. Should I split it?
Well, let's see. So what I wrote down was I can see a cactus hidden behind a big rock, and in the background of the picture is a big flat area of land that resembles a city of some kind.
Yeah,
So I would take out I can see. I would change that to just
there's
there's
okay.
a cactus hidden behind a big rock, and in the background of the picture is a big flat area of land that resembles a city of some kind. Yeah.
Um, okay. You can also see the mountains in the far far away. The how do you
How
call
would
it?
you add that in this sentence though?
Well, that would be an extra sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Well,
Maybe you can say an big flat area that resembles a city um, with a mountain range in on the horizon.
on the horizon sounds good.
It's kind of long though. It's like too many
Yeah, but
things.
it's kind of difficult to put everything in one sentence.
Yeah, it is.
You should omit the details probably in order to do it successfully.
I mean, it also depends on the picture because some pictures have a lot of stuff.
hmm Well, you can also say something about the sky and the clouds and
Yeah,
about the rock, and there's a tiny speck of light on the in the picture because of the way the picture was taken.
yeah. So there's a that's called a lens flare.
Lens flare. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when you take a picture towards like a source of light, and it looks really cool, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, next picture.
Mhm.
It looks like there's some palm
There.
trees.
Yeah. It looks like an oasis.
Okay, so how about the sentence? How would you
Mhm.
make a sentence? It
Okay.
does look like an oasis. That was the idea.
Um, there are a bunch of palm trees on the land on the side of a source of water on the edge on the
On the banks.
banks, yeah, on the banks of a lake of some kind. um and it makes me think of an oasis. How do you say waste?
Oasis. Yeah, you said it right. Oasis.
Okay.
But how would you describe the effect that the water has on the palm trees?
The palm trees are reflecting in the water, reflecting on the surface of the water.
They're reflecting, yeah, the lake is reflecting the palm trees.
Okay. A lake of some kind that's reflecting the palm trees, maybe.
There's a reflection of the palm trees on the lake, is probably what you're looking for.
Yeah, but I was trying to include it into the sentence. So,
So maybe, let's see, there are a bunch of palm trees on the banks of a lake. Maybe you could add that somewhere here. There are a bunch of palm trees.
uh,
What would you put here? So, see my cursor?
yeah,
What would you put there?
reflected on. Uh,
Or maybe you can put it, there are a bunch of palm trees.
I wanted to sound like you can also see the palm trees and the reflection, not only the reflection. Because if I say reflected on a lake, on the surface of a lake, then it's just the reflection.
Yeah, but you can still add it in this sentence. See this word? So if you change of to on, what could you put before that?
Well, I should still.
Being
Being on the bank.
Reflected. Being reflected.
Oh, on a lake. Oh, okay, got it. But can you say on the banks without saying off a lake on the just on the banks, and it's
Well,
obvious that it's a lake?
well, you can tell it's a lake because we mention it later.
Yeah, but can you just use banks without immediately stating of what? I mean,
Um,
does it make sense on the banks?
it can make it a little confusing to the reader. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But this is what you have. I think this is the best way that I would do it to demonstrate that it's being reflected on the lake. I mean, I don't know if it's the best way, but just adding it in this sentence, I see it.
Okay.
You could also say something like
Um,
like there's a bunch of palm trees being mirrored on a lake, right? That makes me think of an oasis.
mhm. Okay, cool.
Questions on this one?
No,
All right, picture number three.
okay. That reminds me of a passage I went through in somewhere in California near Menlo Park or something like that.
A passage. Yeah, we'd say like a walkway or a bridge.
Where? Okay. Um, there's an empty walkway with a with how do you call the edge the thing that's on the edges the fence.
The It's not a fence.
It's
Keep trying.
I don't know the
Just
English
take your
word.
time.
Okay, there's an empty walkway um situated above ground with a skateboard on it. I don't know how to describe
I
the
wouldn't put situated above. It makes it kind of confusing because then you say with a skateboard on it, you know? But the skateboard's on the walkway, so it would be better to mention the skateboard somewhere near a walkway. You can say there's a skateboard on an empty walkway situated above whatever.
Okay, yeah, you can say there's a skateboard on an empty walkway, and you can put the skateboard in the foreground of the description.
Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, there's a skateboard in the foreground on an empty walkway.
um, that's built on above a street, probably. That's probably built above a street.
Maybe, yeah. You're not really too sure, are you though?
Well, yeah, it can be a river or something else,
It
or
can,
a
yeah,
train
a
track.
river. It is
Um,
above a street though. But how would you describe it? It is like an empty walkway, but I don't know if you noticed like the shadow from the fence on the walkway. You didn't describe that, and like the effect of the you know
yeah. Um, I don't know how to describe the edge of the fence. It's not a fence. What is it? Um, I don't know the English word.
the edge of the fence.
The the walls of the walkway. What are that? Those
The handrail.
handrail. Okay.
There's handrails on the edges there.
Yeah, and there's also something that constrains people from jumping from there, maybe or
A fence, because it is a fence. But are you talking about like the concrete pillars at the bottom?
No, no, no. The 2 or 3 meters tall thing that's
Yeah, that's
made
a
of
fence.
steel. Okay. Okay, and there's a keyboard in the foreground and an empty walkway that's built above the street.
You can say
And
with, maybe,
with um
or I'll let you choose what to do next. I want you to try to describe that the shadow and like the see how the picture is like, you know, like that kind of like
I mean it looks like it's taken either at sunrise or sunset because the light is casting a shadow on the walkway.
yeah.
But
What kind of shadow?
the shadow of the handrail and the fence. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it is literally the shadow of that, but like how does the shadow look? Is it a straight set shadow? Is it curvy?
It's curvy.
It's like
And
wavy, right?
yeah, because the walkway is wavy.
Yeah, so there's a wavy shadow being cast on the walkway or something like that.
Okay, and the build above the street. So with a wavy shadow being cast on it from the
You maybe just leave
fence.
it with a wavy
Okay.
shadow. There's empty skateboard in the foreground on an empty walkway. See, the thing is though, if you put with a wavy shadow at the end, that wavy shadow is the walkway, right? So you want to put it somewhere near
Okay.
walkway. There's a skateboard in the foreground on an empty walkway with a wavy shadow.
Cast. Can that word be used there? Cast on it? Or
Or maybe you can take it and put it here. There's a skateboard on the foreground with a wavy shadow being cast on an empty walkway that's built above a street.
okay. Yeah, I mean you can also describe the way the so this whole thing looks like a cage of some kind because every each of the four perspective directions you can see are bordered by something.
Yeah. So it's like you're in a square tunnel or something like that.
Yeah, that's wavy.
Yeah.
Wavy square tunnel.
But there's like little things at the top of the tunnel. There's like these birds or something. I don't know what those
Yeah, I
are.
don't know what those are. They might be birds or they might be lamps.
Art, maybe. Who knows? All right, questions on this one?
Where was this taken?
It was taken in Chandler, Arizona. Well, Phoenix.
Okay.
I took that picture. It's above a freeway. And then this one was taken in Papago Park in Phoenix. It's pretty much
Okay.
like a little lake, an oasis.
Okay.
And this was taken on Camelback Mountain in Phoenix.
Phoenix is so versatile.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like, at least from these pictures, right?
Yeah, and it makes sense to for it to be in Arizona because the first slide was this was it? Yeah, it was about Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona. That's why I put those pictures.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to the next slide. Now we got some reading.
Okay. Arizona is the
Oh,
48th.
sorry.
Wait. So Arizona is the 48th state and last of the contiguous states to be admitted to the Union, achieving statehood on February 14, 1912, coinciding with Valentine's Day. Historically part of the territory of Alta California, California and New Spain, it became part of independent Mexico in 1821. After being defeated in the Mexican-American War, Mexico ceded much of this territory to the United States in 1848. The southernmost portion of the state was acquired in 1853 through the Gadsden Purchase.
Yep. Very good. Questions on this slide?
What's the union? What union does it refer to?
Um, the Union of the United States.
Oh, it became an independent state. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not the best person to ask about American history either, so don't
Okay.
don't expect too much. Anyway, now we got more reading. Go ahead and start.
Southern Arizona is known for its desert climate, with very hot summers and mild winters. Northern Arizona features forests of pine, Douglas fir, and spruce trees. The Colorado Plateau mountain ranges such as the San Francisco Mountains, as well as large, deep canyons with much more moderate summer temperature and significant winter snowfalls. There are ski resorts in the areas of Flagstaff, Alpine, and
Tucson.
Tucson. What is it?
Tucson.
Tucson.
Yeah.
In addition to the Grand Canyon National Park, there are several national forests, national parks, and national monuments.
Yeah, I noticed you changed how you pronounce that word.
Yep. Is national correct?
Yeah, national.
Okay.
National. No, like you say nation, but when it has the letter A and L, then it's national.
Yep. National. Got it. And fir, what is Douglas fir? Is it a type
It's,
of
yeah,
trees?
it's a type of tree.
Fir. Okay. And
Yeah.
spruce. Spruce.
There's like a lot of those type of trees. I've seen a
Are
lot
they?
of them here in Cluj.
Oh, okay. Are all of them related to the pine tree?
Kind of, I think. I'm not sure. I
I
don't know.
mean,
I don't know
they have
geology too
needles.
well either.
They have needles like
Yeah,
the
they have
pine.
needles. Yeah, the pine
Okay.
pine tree.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's a very different type of climate in the northern part because it's at a very high elevation. That's why they get snow in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And
And
is it still hot? I guess it's not hot if pine trees grow there.
yeah, it still gets hot. In the summer, it still gets really hot. Yeah, definitely. But
Oh,
in the winter, it gets really cold and it snows.
okay.
But not in Phoenix. I mean, it doesn't get as hot as Phoenix, but still really hot. Okay, let's move on to some questions. So the first one is Arizona's statehood coincides with which national holiday? Dun, dun, dun.
Was it mentioned in the text that I forgot?
Yeah,
Valentine's Day.
yeah, Valentine's Day. Go ahead and read the next question.
What do you know about hot, dry desert climates? What do I know? Well, they can be found in Africa or in somewhere in the U.S. In many, generally, I think in the center of the U.S. I'm not sure, but yeah,
Like the Midwest
the Midwest.
has a lot of deserty areas.
Okay. Um, they have a moderate. They don't have many species of plants and animals compared to more luxurious areas.
Yeah. And what
Um,
about in Europe? Are there any like dry desert areas near or in Europe?
in Europe, desert areas in Europe. I guess not. I don't know.
Maybe parts
I
of
don't think so.
Spain, I think, might be also deserty.
I was thinking about Spain, but are there?
I think there are.
Are there? Okay, maybe. I have no idea.
And then Egypt.
Well, Egypt is not in Europe.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's Egypt, of course, and maybe some parts of Asia, but
Yeah. Cool.
and
Okay.
Australia. There are some deserts in Australia too.
Oh, I think yeah. The Australia has most of Australia is actually just a desert, I think.
The big sandy desert, or what's it called?
I don't know. All
That's what
right,
I remember from geography. Okay,
let's move on to the next question.
Arizona is known for which natural landmark? The Grand Canyon.
Yeah, the Grand Canyon. Have you ever had the chance to see it?
No, it. If I saw it, maybe I would have remembered it's not in New York.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. But you did correct yourself, so it's fine.
Yeah. What is the capital of Arizona? I guess Phoenix.
Yeah, you can see from this map. You can
Oh
also
yeah.
see where it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I see.
Arizona is just north of Mexico, east of California, west of New Mexico, and south of Utah.
Yeah.
And over here, this is the four corners because it's like perfectly four corners.
Mm-hmm. Someone just drew a straight line and said, "Okay, this is the end of Arizona." And
Yeah, exactly. A bunch of people got together at one point and said, okay, these are going to be states now. And then
yep,
everyone else was like, okay.
fine.
I mean, yeah. I mean, these people were important and stuff, but I can't remember their names.
I have no idea. Really, I'm a bit ashamed of how much history and geography I know, and I've read *Sapiens* to try to make up for it, but it didn't really work because it still didn't mention any American history as far as I remember. Or
Yeah, yeah, and I'm really bad at history as well, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
okay,
Except I didn't try to actually compensate for it.
you
Whatever.
didn't. Okay.
I didn't read like other books to try to get more
Mhm.
history. Maybe I
Well, I
should.
recommend *Sapiens* because it's philosophical in some sense. So
Maybe I'll take a look. I'll put it on my list of books to read. All right, next one. I got some more reading about the Grand Canyon.
okay. Located in northern Arizona, the Grand Canyon is a colorful, deep, steep-sided gorge carved by the Colorado River. The canyon is one of the seven natural wonders of the world and is largely contained in the Grand Canyon National,
National. Yep.
one of the first national parks in the United States. President Theodore Roosevelt was a major proponent of designating the Grand Canyon area as a national park, often visiting to hunt mountain lion and enjoy the scenery. Yeah.
Very good.
Should you hunt in national parks though?
I'm not sure. I mean, that was a long time ago. Maybe things were different. And he was a president, so maybe he had special privileges.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But there are areas where you can hunt and stuff like that, of course.
Yeah, I know. If it's the hunting season, but it's still sad. I'm not I wouldn't be a proponent of hunting.
Yeah. Well, what about if you cook the meat and actually eat it?
No, I'm still deciding whether to be a vegan or not. But I ate meat today, so I'm not a vegan. But I'm still confused about it. So
Well,
no, I wouldn't kill an animal myself. I would rather turn vegan on the spot.
maybe that's what you need to do to turn vegan. You should try it.
Yeah. Try to kill an animal, look into its eyes, and be like, no, I can't.
And then you'll turn vegan forever. There you go, problem
Yeah.
solved. Okay, something I was gonna mention was this picture. Notice the different layers of the rock and how they're different colors.
Yeah, they're probably from different ages and the rock sedimented there or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. This picture I think is a little bit oversaturated because it's not that red. At least what from what I've seen. But there are parts of Arizona where the rock is that red, and it's called Sedona, and it's really, really red, really red.
Is it rocky or is it
So,
earthy?
both, I think. Let me show you a
Whoa,
picture.
it looks interesting.
Yeah, so there's like the rocky areas.
I like that. I should go visit.
Yeah, they say there's vortexes there, like these seeking the mystery of vortexes. They say there's vortexes in Sedona where you can like there's
Travel
like
to another dimension.
cosmic energies there. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
cosmic
You can't
energy.
you can't really travel to other dimensions.
I don't know, maybe. Maybe if you go there you can try.
Yep, maybe. I want to go there.
Make sure you bring your time machine.
Yeah, I'll ask. I don't know what's the name of the characters in the movie. I forgot. Rick, not Rick.
From Rick and Morty.
No, from the Back to the Future movie. Anyway, I think
Marty. Marty.
Marty.
Mar-
Marty. Yeah.
Marty was the guy from Back to the Future.
Yeah. Okay. Should I read this one?
Yeah, go ahead and continue with this one.
The canyon was created by the Colorado River cutting a channel over millions of years and is about 277 miles or 446 kilometers long. Ranges in width from 4 to 18 miles or 6 to 29 kilometers and attains a depth of more than 1 mile, 1.6 kilometers. Nearly 2 billion years of the Earth's history have been exposed as the Colorado River and its tributaries cut through layer after layer of sediment as the Colorado Plateau uplifted.
Very good. What did you think of this reading, like as far as difficulty? What would you give it for a 1 out of 10?
7 because it has a lot of numbers and a lot of parentheses that disrupt the reading. Disrupt, and also the Earth's history. I can't
Yeah,
pronounce.
nearly 2 billion years of the Earth's history have been exposed as the Colorado River and its tributaries cut through layer after layer of sediment as the Colorado Plateau uplifted.
Hmm. Yeah, I should make a pause after pronouncing Earth.
I only
That's
did
it.
that to emphasize it. Nearly 2 billion years of the Earth's history have been exposed.
Okay.
You just have to make sure that you finish the sound of the S before you start the sound of the H, which like requires your tongue to move like to the back of the throat.
Hmm.
Earth's history, kind of.
Yeah.
Cool. Any questions on this slide?
Did you take the picture?
No. I didn't take this one.
Okay. I think every picture I asked you about was taken by you, so
Almost every picture.
it's apart from this one, wasn't it? I mean, anyway, almost every picture.
Well, the one in the beginning wasn't taken by me.
Okay. Well, I didn't ask you about this one though.
Yeah, this one. So this is actually at a place called the Horseshoe Bend.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. We had another lesson about the horseshoe bend when we talked about the geotagging
Yeah,
thing.
geotagging. All right, and also this picture in the background of this reading is taken by me, but you could barely see it.
Nice.
All right, so this next activity, now we're going to unscramble the sentences. It's kind of hard, so if you need a hint, let me know, and the answer key is on the next slide.
Okay. So probably Arizona is the first word. Arizona is one of the four states. in the southwestern corners.
No. Remember how I mentioned the four corners previously?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And notice
Okay.
how it's capital, four and
Yeah, four
corners because
corners.
it's a proper noun.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't notice that. Okay, so Arizona is one of the. No, wait.
Here, let me give you a hint. I think the next word is southwestern. I think.
Southwestern states in the United States. Wait.
States in the United States. Yeah. But it's not just any state. It's one of the
Four corners states.
Arizona is one of the southwestern four corners state
With
states.
a low letter S. Four corner states with a
Yeah.
without capital. Okay. Is that correct?
I don't know, let's check. Arizona is in the southwestern United States as one of the four corner states. I threw you off. I threw you off.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about then. Oh no, I used then, but
No, that was my fault. I threw you off. Next one, I'm not gonna give any suggestions. Try this next one, but I'm not gonna help you.
okay. Arizona was home to many Native American tribes thousands of years before the modern era. Wait, did I use all of them? There should be a comma after era, so I definitely got something wrong.
Yeah, let me give you a hint. You can just take this part before the modern era and put it somewhere else. Where would you put it?
After tribes.
Try again.
I can also say Arizona was before the, but there's no comma after was.
What about the beginning? Do you think you can
Oh
put it
yeah,
in the beginning?
you can put it in the beginning. Yeah, before the
Before the modern
modern.
era, comma, Arizona was home to many Native American tribes thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years.
Or you can say, you can even take this part, thousands of years.
Well, wait, there's no ago here.
Oh, did I add that? Oops. So where would you put thousands of years?
Thousands of years before the modern era. Then. Mm, I think I used all the words, so I guess that's. Wait, there's no four. 4,000 of years before. There should be a four in the beginning.
Yep.
I think it's.
Also, 4 is capital, so
Yeah, makes sense.
let's see if you got it right. For thousands of years before the modern era.
Yay.
Wow, good job. Okay. If I
I did
had
have some help.
if I had a button on my thing to like give you like a thumbs up or like a clapping emoji, I would do that.
Thanks. That's the second one.
Here you go, I have a star. Ding.
Yay. Okay. There's no capital word here, so I guess it begins with Arizona again. Okay, Arizona is home to one of the world's most well-preserved
Is home to one
meteorite.
of the most well preserved.
The world's most. Oh wait, there. Oh yeah, the most well-preserved meteorite impact sites in the world.
Arizona is home to one of the most well preserved meteorite impact sites in the world. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I think I used every word. So
Arizona is home to one of the most well preserved meteorite impact sites in the world. Ding ding ding!
yay. Okay,
You passed. Good job.
thanks.
Alright, so now I want you to try to make complete sentences from these words.
Okay, tributary. That was a small river.
Yeah. Do
Okay.
you want to see any examples before you make sentences?
I mean, I remember the tributaries of the world, the Colorado River that carved the mountains to create the canyons, right?
Yeah. Let's look at some examples.
Okay.
The Illinois River, a tributary of the Mississippi. And it's also a person or state that pays tribute to another state or ruler. Tributaries of the Ottoman Empire.
Romania was, well, before it was called Romania, it was tributary of the Ottoman Empire. Empire. Okay. Um, the tributaries of. If I knew geography, I could make a hell of a sentence, but I don't. So, the tributary of River X all flow into the same big river.
Will flow into the.
The same ocean, maybe. Yeah. Except I don't know which river that would be.
Maybe, how about the Danube River into something? What does the Danube River
Does it
river?
have tributaries?
Maybe there's smaller rivers that go into the Danube.
Yeah, but then they're not flowing into the ocean.
Well, yeah, you'd have to change that part of the sentence.
Okay. So the tributaries of the Danube River um, intersect with, not intersect, flow into the Danube. It's still repetitive. Flow into it, or cross it
What about
before reaching the ocean. So the
describe
tributaries are,
describe where they are in relation to the Danube? Are they like nearby? Are they far? Are there a lot? Are there a few?
uh, well, so the tributaries are the small rivers that flow into the big river.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, according to Google, see it says a river or stream flowing into a larger river or lake. So,
Like, yeah.
what about like what's the river that goes into? Actually, no, I'll let you choose.
Okay. Um, there are many tributaries of the Danube River spread across Romania.
There are many tributaries of the Danube River spread across Romania.
Yeah, this is vague enough so that I'm not guilty of any mistakes.
That's true, though. There are many tributaries of the Danube River spread, I might say even spread out across Romania.
Okay. And you should capitalize the Danube River. Yeah.
And if I'm going to capitalize everything, then I need to capitalize there.
Okay.
Okay, next sentence. Gorge.
Gorge. That was that a crevice? Um, I don't remember what gorge was. Like a pathway created by the river into the mountain.
Gorge is a narrow valley between hills or mountains,
Okay.
typically with steep rocky walls and a stream running through it.
Okay. I almost dropped my camera when trying to take a picture of the beautiful gorge beneath us.
While trying to take a picture of the beautiful
Gorge.
gorge beneath us. Beneath?
Beneath. Maybe you're on a bridge.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show my camera while I try and take a picture of the beautiful gorge beneath us. Maybe not beneath, maybe below
Below.
if you're on a bridge.
Okay. When would you use beneath and when would you use below?
Um, I think it has to do with in relation to you, like your perspective, because um, actually I'm not too honest. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's one of those weird things about English that let's Google it.
Okay. Beneath versus below. And
Underneath is often used to say that something is covered by another thing. Beneath has the same meanings as under or underneath, but it's formal. Below is preferred when something is in a lower position but in the same building hill part of the body.
well, it's not covered by another thing, definitely so. But under
Beneath
or
us.
under.
So if this is the case, then beneath might be a better word to use in the sentence. Because if you're on a bridge, then it's beneath you. But I mean below, I don't know.
It's not clear enough.
See, what we can do is we can research more into it so we can get a clear answer. And there's videos. Check it out. There's a 12-minute video just to explain this simple thing of beneath and below. Who has time for that?
Do
Oh, look, here's one. It's 5 minutes.
a 30-second one once you understand it. You'll
I know,
have
right?
competitive advantage.
So this one's only 5 minutes
Hello
long.
everybody, in this video I will be clarifying the difference between above and over and under and
I don't
below.
hear him.
And
It's
I will
okay. We're not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna link it in the lesson here.
Okay.
And if you want to understand the difference of when to use beneath and below, this guy seems
Okay.
like he's a specialist. He spent a lot of time making a video, and he has a channel, How to Teach English, with 2.5 subscribers. So he's much more knowledgeable than I am. Maybe you can.
Okay. I'll look into it. Proponent. Um, the new political candidate is a proponent of the abortion law.
Okay, that's a very what's the word I'm looking for? Debatable subject.
Yeah, it's a debatable. Yeah. Um. Okay. Plateau. Can I use it figuratively? Like we hit a plateau when trying to research this subject.
Yeah. We hit a plateau when trying to research this subject. Yeah.
Okay. There is a contiguous area of land uniting the two states. Can you say that?
Un-
Uniting,
uniting the maybe
connecting the two states.
connecting the United States. Is that what you want to say?
Well, just
That maybe there's a continuous area of land that connects the United States.
yeah. Okay.
Cool. Questions on this?
No.
Cool. Let's move on to the next. Oh, wait, that's it. I thought there
Great.
was another slide.
Yay.
Cool. So we do have time to watch that video, and I think there's a setting here in Zoom where I can also share my audio.
Okay.
Maybe I can find it. It says mute my audio. Can you share? Alright, let's see if you can hear now.
I will
Can you
be
hear now?
answering that age-old question,
Yep.
what the hell is the difference between under and underneath? The generic term for anything that is in a higher position in relation to something else is the word above. Wherever this bird flies, it will remain above the tree if it stays higher than the tree. Incidentally, if you want to know the difference between high and tall, click this box. When the bird is in a direct vertical line with the tree, but still higher than it, we say the bird is over the tree. However, the bird is still above the tree. We are just being more precise in describing its location. The opposite of above is below, and we use that word to describe anything that is in a lower position in relation to something else. This is a mole. Moles are animals that live inside the ground. Wherever this mole moves, he is always below the tree and below the bird. When the mole is in a direct vertical line with the tree or the bird, we can say that the mole is under the tree or under the bird. And now we get to beneath and underneath. And this is where things start to get a little bit tricky and a little bit confusing. So let's start with the meaning of the word neath. Neath is a very old English word from around the 17th century, and it means under. So when we say underneath, we are effectively saying under something that is already under something else. In modern day English, underneath has a slightly different interpretation, but the principle is the same. We use underneath when we want to express that the thing below has a physical attachment to the thing immediately above it. For example, in an aeroplane, you will hear the announcement that your life jacket is underneath the seat that you are sitting on. We can also use underneath to suggest that there is a close proximity, but not exactly physical contact with the object below and the object above it. For example, we could say that this cute little kitten is underneath the piece of furniture. Beneath